Allergic rhinitis. Allergic rhinitis is inflammation of the nasal mucous membrane caused by exposure to inhaled allergenic materials that elicit a specific immunologic response. There are two types. Seasonal, hay fever, occurs in response to specific allergens present seasonally, for example, pollens. Perennial, occurs year-round in response to non-seasonal allergens, for example, dust mites, animal dander, and molds, usually resulting in more subtle chronic symptoms. Pathophysiology. The initial reaction occurs when airborne allergens enter the nose and are processed by lymphocytes, which produce antigen-specific immunoglobulin E, thereby sensitizing genetically predisposed hosts. On re-exposure, immunoglobulin E bound to mast cells interacts with the airborne allergen and triggers the release of preformed inflammatory mediators and newly formed inflammatory mediators from the arachidonic acid cascade. Preformed and rapidly released mediators include histamine, neutrophil and eosinophil chemotactic factor, kinins, and N-alpha-tosyl L-arginine methylesterase. Newly generated mediators include leukotrienes, prostaglandins, thromboxanes, and platelet-activating factor. These mediators cause vasodilation, increased vascular permeability, and production of nasal secretions. Histamine is probably the most important mediator. Several hours after the initial reaction, a late-phase reaction may occur, which involves an influx of inflammatory cells, for example, eosinophils, monocytes, macrophages, and basophils, and activation of the lymphocyte population. Late-phase symptoms, nasal congestion, begin 3 to 5 hours after antigen exposure and peak at 12 to 24 hours. And that is allergic rhinitis. Have a great day.